and funky. So we move on to the next speaker. Okay, everyone knows that Huddle is a critical element of our business. To learn everything about HPH, right? We have a young and upcoming leader, Gurjot Rehal.
Yeah, Gurjot established her own business during her final year of studies while pursuing a bachelor's degree in commerce. Upon graduating, she earned the right business mentorship to elevate her business into a full-time venture. There's no better person to talk about huddling with your upline and earning the right to mentorship. Please help us welcome Gurjot Rehal. Woo.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gurjot Rehal. I'm coming to you live from Winnipeg, Canada, and I'm very excited to share on a topic that I find to be the most underutilized and underrated weapon you have in your arsenal for business. And that is called Huddle, Play, Huddle. So I've got a couple slides here I'll share with you. All right. So just by show of hands, who is in the zone when it comes to Huddle, Play, Huddle, right? I have found this to be like the secret sauce, the secret ingredient when it comes to getting ahead. My goal in business has always been to do it full time. I wanted freedom, and I was always on the hunt for that. So what is Huddle, Play, Huddle? Let's start with that. There are two parts. You know, there's the playing. That's the game we're in. We're all business owners. We're part of the BWW system. We're building our Amway business asset. So we want to play or build on that. And when we're getting coached, that's our huddling. We do the play. We find out, are we playing well? Are we playing great? Are we playing incorrectly? What can we improve on? That's huddling. So this is the term that we use here. So you check in with what you're about to do, you play, and then you check in how the play went. All right. So with your coach, here's the thing to check in first, right? Why is Huddle, Play, Huddle so important? With your coach, you're going to focus on the skills, DTM, dropping the message. We've heard some great insight just about that right now. Inviting and booking appointments. These are skills when it comes to building and developing our business. And then we get things right that move us in the right direction. We want to do well in these arenas. That's, succeeds us. And if we're not doing them right and we don't have anything to huddle about or check in with someone on, what happens is we're not learning and we're holding ourselves back. So I was always like, how can I get ahead? How can I make sure that I'm doing things better than I was doing them before? The way to do this is with your coach, your mentor, allowing someone to help make the decisions that put you in that position to win. So that's why huddling is so important. So it's all about the mindset and leadership development we have to help us critically think and grow. So a little bit on this, how to huddle, play, huddle, like how? It's simple. Think of the play you want to make and bring it up with your coach before you make it. You can do this as simply as, dropping the message, talking to someone for the first time, how to correctly invite somebody out to the VES, how to follow up with somebody. So you want to think about it and you bring it up with your coach. My mentor and coach, Sid and Roop Ganguly, they've always been really great in making sure that I understand they don't have the answer. Their role is not to just spoon feed me answers, right? They want me to ask questions and they will ask me questions in return. So we're dialoguing and I'm learning decision-making. I'm learning how to be a leader in my own business. This is not, as people say, a boss-employee relationship, but rather it's a partner-strengthening relationship. So the goal is I want to have a massive business. I want to have a great business. I want to have freedom. So I have the tools in real-life people here in this BWW team. We have so many great leaders to learn from. How are you utilizing them? And how are you becoming better in your business because of it? And just through that, that's how I know how to pay forward the same and become an exceptional leader myself. So how to be effective when huddling. So people want to huddle on what they feel is good, what they feel good about in their business, what they're doing well. So for example, I can talk to someone new every day. That's great. But what am I going to do to improve that about myself? You want to include in your huddle the things that need improvement. So when we're comfortable, we don't grow. When we're uncomfortable, we're in that growth zone, right? We all had an amazing BBS that hit on a lot of these points. And we want to really bring up the things that will take us to the next level. That has to be included in the huddle. In addition to that, you want to be consistent with your BWW system, the books, the BSM, doing your personal core run, attending these, because only when I was doing these things am I able to talk to my mentors and get their insight on how to take me to a higher level. I have to do my own self-study. So essentially, when you want to do the Huddle Play Huddle with your mentor, this is what you want to keep in mind. And you have to be patient now if you're on the other side and you're mentoring some people, you're coaching some people, you're helping people work their goal this month. You want to be patient to allow them to understand, to make mistakes. That's all right. We have to be willing to make mistakes to learn. You don't want them to make them feel small for what they're not doing right or what they don't understand. Myself, it took me 6 months to ever talk to someone for the first time confidently in my business experience. And if someone can take that much or longer, I have to be patient because we all have that leader inside of us that needs to be developed. So how to be effective in that relationship, how to bring out the best in somebody. There's tons of books on BWW that address this. And you can check with your upline on what they recommend for you. And making the time to be proactive is really important here. So I sit down with my mentors, first day of the month, 15th of the month, 25th of the month to make sure I'm on track with my goal, make sure I'm doing what it takes to achieve my dream. Huddling with the org chart, huddling with a mentor on what's blocking me, because those conversations happen as well. So these are things to keep in mind and be proactive, make the change in Huddle Play Huddle, use it to the best of its ability. It's a great, great tool. It's not used enough. And I'll just end on this. Sometimes people feel that they have nothing to share in a huddle. So they say, why am I calling my coach? I have nothing to talk about. And in reality, that's the secret. You need to do something that you can talk about, or just ask them, hey, where can I start right now? What you know about my business, to have a business like yours, what would you recommend I start with? So thank you so much for this privilege to share on the stage. And what an awesome training. Thanks to the leadership for always creating such great training.
Wow.